Okay, Black America have a bit of a problem. Everybody, especially black men, seem to hate black women.
Stop it. Get some help.
Why?
Racism.
The truth is, we've been, as a culture, indoctrinated into being hypercritical of our own culture. Now, I don't actually think it's a bad thing to be critical of your own culture or to be critical of your own anything. I just think it's unhealthy when that criticism turns into staying up till 3 in the morning in chat rooms like this.
Bruh.
Black American, it is true. And I think that's a topic we like to fight. Sometimes we don't take care of our health. And I think that even if like it's hard, because when I was on the fat side and people keep talking about fat topic, it used to be anger me. Like I would be offended because I was fat and I always offend. I don't know if I should use that word, but I was big. So I always get offended. But when I started losing weight, I see how happy it made me feel. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe the topic is like being in a different way that people don't like to hear it, but I think he's right. We as Black people need to take care of ourselves in terms of like the obesity rate. I don't think we do better job in terms of the food that we eat. Like you can go to restaurants that are like plant-based and you will see a lot of white people there. Then you see a lot of like Black people or anything. It's not a habit. We are usually going to places that are selling fatty food in it, and it's not a bullying. It's not at all. It's just that it's the truth, but it's just hard to swallow. I'm just saying.
But can we talk about why some of our men are lacking, right? Some of them are lacking, and that's the reason why this is an issue, right? They see these type of women out there, they cannot handle it, right? They feel overwhelmed. They feel intimidated, right? So obviously they're going to be running to the opposite side. Men, some of our men, we can get our weight up. We can do better. Come on, guys.
Ty, getting your weight up
sounds nice, but some of these
I gotta respond really quickly. Ty, and here, brother, I love you, but I think your mindset is part of the problem because, first of all, getting your weight up has nothing to do with her weight. Okay, it's not going to make her lose weight just because you're a bigger guy. Okay, and then on top of that, you came in talking about how you like ass. And clearly, I just showed you a list of unalivings for BWs. All this ass is not more important than their health. And it's not just you, Ty, because trust me, my man said the same thing. He's like, oh, it's okay if you're overweight as long as you look good. No, it's really not. It's not. The body was not built to handle that. The body lives longest when it's at the right weight, when it's at the correct weight. And that doesn't matter if it's fat or muscle. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's bodybuilders that are having heart attacks out here because the body simply cannot sustain holding all that weight all day, every day.
I mean... Real quick, I gotta address what that lady said, because she wasn't wrong, but she was being extremely dramatic to make a point. Having an elevated weight can become extremely taxing on the organs, bones, and joints. However, you don't gotta be on some Lizzo shit to have a curvy body and a thick booty. Women carry more fat naturally than men anyway. So, if you want to maintain a certain size, but be healthy while doing it, then you need to eat full, balanced meals prioritizing macro and micronutrients, rather than counting calories. And just make sure you do some cardio every week and move your muscles to keep your joints and bones active. Cardio because you want to keep good circulation to avoid stroke and heart disease. And I know Oreo cookies be slapping, but avoiding them empty calories is also a good idea. Now, if you're 5'4" and 300 pounds and you take my advice, yes, you will lose a considerable amount of weight. But you will plateau at some point, because getting skinny is not as easy as this lady makes it out to be. But make no mistake, the nutrients you regularly consume and the amount of physical activity you do is far more important than being skinny. You can be skinny and still be unhealthy. Not everyone has the same set points. Some people are going to be thick and curvy even when they're healthy. It's all about balance. Alright, I just had to say that real quick. Okay, back to the video. And it's real bad when you become one of those guys who's staying up late commenting on some random Sha'Carri Richardson post. Man, I hate women like this. Always so trashy and ghetto. And all of y'all are calling her an athlete. I hate women who wears wigs. Oh, and long nails. She was probably raised by a single mother. She just a bald-headed scallywag like the rest of them. And don't pretend like you ain't never seen one of these niggas in the comments, crying in them damn comments because a chick is wearing a wig. Now, I don't know. I guess women aren't supposed to wear wigs. Oh, no, that's wrong. Women can wear wigs. Black women can't wear wigs. There we go. You know what? Fuck it. Let's talk about this then. Because there's always the same type of down badass dude, and everybody comments being vocal about this type of stuff. The natural equals beauty, guys. So what the hell is natural anyway? No medical augmentations like BBLs and lipo. Okay, no Botox, no lip filler, face filler, etc. Okay, no surgeries, right? Right? So then why is there an entire army of niggas, and I do mean an army of niggas, out here complaining about women wearing things that they can remove, like lashes, nails, and wigs? Let me be crystal clear. I'm no feminist, alright? So don't watch this video and put me in that box, because I will disappoint you later, I promise. But if I was a chick, and a nigga with bald spots and a dotted hairline said, if you got hair, just wear it, I'd be heated too, dead ass. As a nigga who had a regular my whole childhood and braids my whole adulthood, I understand why chicks wear wigs, I'm just saying. American black people have always been artistic. We have always been expressive. No matter your race, no matter your genetics, if you wear your hair naturally, you are limited to about 3 main hairstyles. For a lot of black women, that's braids, bushes, or braids. If you are a flavorful person, which we know black women are, then you're gonna want to switch it up. And for all the no wig warriors out there, chemicals and hair dye is how bitches end up bald headed, okay? So obviously wigs is the best option to explore different hair colors and hairstyles. And I will take whatever trolling comes with knowing this information to say this, because it needs to be said. My point is that wearing nails or lashes or wigs do not make you unnatural. You can just take it off. You still have hair, nails, and eyelashes. And it's funny how the same no wig warriors hating on Sha'Carri for wearing wigs be saying the exact opposite when she wear her hair natural. Talking about she is so much more beautiful wearing her natural hair. That's like the chicks that curve a nigga when he ain't got a shape up, and then comment hard eyes when he come back from the barbershop and post a pic. They're the same person. Why be so pressed over such insignificant details? I will tell you why. Because these type of dudes hate their own culture. These are the same guys that will hate on a chick for wearing a bonnet and call her trashy and ratchet, but glaze the fuck out of Erykah Badu's old drip. They're both headwear. The difference is one is recognized as black culture. You know, big ass zebra print bonnet, and the other is more in line with African culture. Notice the damn difference. One is heavily criticized all the time, and the other one can apparently do no wrong. Think about it. Those dudes will hate on an American black woman for wearing booty shorts and a crop top. If an African black woman gets dressed up in that, traditional getup and is literally topless, crickets. If you're about to say one is culture and one isn't, then your dumbass is the problem. If you see something and say, that's ratchet, or that's that hood shit, then it is a part of a culture that was instantly recognizable to you. You can't then say it's not a culture. Then how did you automatically attach that fashion style to a group of people if it's not a culture? Because it's a part of their culture. The uppity niggas like to label things as ratchet or ghetto to shame it, when really it's just culture. American black women don't wear printed head wraps and sandals. They wear cheetah print bonnets and slippers. Who the hell decides what's wrong and what's right? We hate on black culture for things that every culture do, and it's divisive and self-destructive. Alright, but let's get to what actually inspired me to make this damn video. Recently, TikTok has lost its goddamn mind.
Well, no fucking shit.
I know, shocker. There's a wave of chat rooms, all of them equally cringe for different reasons, and they keep appearing on my For You. Why do TikTok think this BS is for me? I mean, I don't know, maybe because I keep clicking on it, but whatever, pay attention. Since anyone who watches my videos is obviously a sensible person with a good job and good credit and straight teeth and minty breath, I'm going to play some of the cringe and we're going to get through it together as a unit. Okay? Here it is. So first, let's start with the topic of this live. Masculine ghetto females are yuck. How do we bring back our feminine submissive black women? I have so many questions, and I wasn't ready to hop in this cringe ass live and wait my turn to ask them. Firstly, why are we grouping masculine and ghetto together? They're not synonyms. Maybe if we look at the picture, we can understand the host perspective on ghetto women. Okay, so on the bad side, there's Suki and 2 pictures of Sexy Red. Damn, put her ass on there twice. And on the good side, I see Viola Davis and 2 other black women. One of them have a flower in her hair, so you know she's feminine, because flowers are feminine. And if you're watching this thinking, it's satire, they're just joking, then you don't know TikTok like I know TikTok. Let me tell you, these people are actually crazy. They are not joking. So from that, I can assume when he says masculine, he probably means aggressive. But Sexy Red don't really seem to be all that aggressive outside of the music. So he's a little discombobulated with his thought process on that one. And then you know what I said about the word ghetto. It's a word used to alienate people who are a part of a particular culture. If someone is trifling, then you can just call them trifling. And if someone is ignorant, then you can just call them ignorant. But ghetto is a broader word, and it let all the haters put certain fashions, trends, slangs, behavior in the category and shame anyone who does it. Call something ghetto is automatically seen as ignorant and trifling, even if it's really just something as simple as fashion. Certain type of jeans, certain type of shoes, just call it ghetto. Boom, it's ignorant and trifling. So he makes it clear that he thinks that black cultured women who are aggressive are gross. Then the second part is kinda weird. How do we, who the fuck is we, bring back our feminine, submissive black women? Dog, you need help. Firstly, black women are not yours, they're God's. Secondly, feminine women haven't gone anywhere. They're still here as they've always been. But based on how you use the word masculine, I assume by feminine you mean meek. And submissive? What the hell do you mean by submissive? Like, to what extent? Like a slave? Submissive might just flat out be the wrong word to use. He said, how do we bring back? So what time period was black women ever really submissive? Slavery time? Because Harriet Tubman was a thug. Fuck you mean? Like the 40s maybe? They dressed differently, sure, but they were still outspoken. There's no time period where American black women were ever submissive. Look at our history, son. They were never afforded that luxury. So you don't want black women at all. You want an anime character. And if you don't watch anime, and you don't know what I mean by that, then allow me to explain to you the soft-spoken anime girl trope. The soft-spoken anime girl cries when things are bad. She have no means of self-defense, so she's always have to be saved. She's so nurturing that she heals her enemies. She's the type that will apologize for breathing too loud. She's so squeamish that she can't stand the sight of violence, even though in most anime, violence is the only way to defeat the villain. She's the type that will get beat up and say to the guy, "I'll never forgive you." She's so optimistic that she falls for every trap because she sees the good in people. She's the type to invite Diddy in and say, "You must be hungry. Let me fix you some dinner." Now, if you're a dude and you're thinking, "Yeah, that sounds perfect. Why can't women just be like that?" Then I say to you, because this ain't no anime, dumbass, this real life. Most of these type of characters either die or have extreme plot armor. So you know that soft shit not flying in reality. You don't got superpowers, you can't holofy like Ichigo, and you don't got plot armor. So how do you plan on saving these submissive women when some man starts taking advantage of their submissive nature? In fact, how would you even know? The government not protecting black women, the police not protecting black anybody, and black men are not protecting black women. So why the fuck are you surprised that they gotta protect themselves? Niggas in their feelings because black women are aggressive. The world is aggressive. Where you been? People out here trying to survive. They want to make it to tomorrow too. Give a fuck about your BDS sim fantasy. And let's be real about this shit, because I'm tired of hearing this BS. Men don't need submission from women for a successful relationship. Sure, I need respect. Show me respect or I'll show you the door. But submission? The fuck type of relationship is these niggas trying to have? The truth these niggas don't want to admit is, if you're actually masculine, then she's naturally going to be more feminine around you without trying. Those two energies just complement each other. The problem you have, Daddy Otis is you have no aura, and that's why bitches don't like you. Or it could be a common problem a lot of people face, and that is you're not your type's type. A sweet, beautiful, innocent, meek, impressionable young woman is terrified of this world. That or she's somewhere being sheltered from it. You are not her type. You, sir, are a walking red flag. Those type of women are going to avoid selfish, controlling, insecure dudes. You want a slave, not a partner. You are a literal danger to those type of women. This dude is basically admitting to being a predator, hunting for an innocent woman to control.
Was going after the weakest target, the baby zebra.
And the excuse is, I was born with a penis. I deserve special respect from women. And I'm like, don't that sound familiar to you? Remember back a couple years when the internet was dominated by a different group of people? People who had the same entitled attitude because they had vaginas? You know, the people who said their man need to buy them flowers every day and be obedient? I smell a little plagiarism.
They copy my whole fucking flow.
This guy needs the type of woman that just joined the room.
So I'm feminine 24/7 because that's just how I am. That's how I was raised. And I feel like being a feminine woman, you actually have an easier, softer life, to be honest. If you're dealing or around men that are aggressive and you feel like you have to protect yourself, one, you either don't attract high value men or men that cherish you. And then two, you're either putting yourself in that type of lifestyle where you have to be defensive. I don't have to, it just...
Oh, brother.
This lady dead ass whispered the entire time so she could have the softest voice possible. And I'm not gonna lie, that's actually what made me stop recording and turn it off. You gotta understand, the cringe was overwhelming. She was trying so hard to be the goddamn unicorn these niggas is looking for. And that's realistically what these dudes need. A try-hard ass pick-me that will talk in this unnatural ass voice to be something that literally doesn't exist. The whole thing is so performative. It's just like when the feminists would say, I want a tall, handsome, six-figure nigga who's not gonna cheat and surrender to me always, but be dominant during sex every Tuesday and Saturday, but eats my booty on all the other days.
Pause!
Well, you delusional little dingbat, that doesn't exist. You're mid as fuck. If you get a guy and he's the first three things, then you're one of his many side hoes. And that's exactly what these guys are doing. Okay, pause the video. Calm down, it's not an ad. So I went on this guy's page, right? Because I was really ready to roast this nigga. But then I saw this. Soft guy era president? President? He's the president of that shit? Oh, Lord have mercy on this poor down bad nigga right here. So if you don't know what a soft guy is, it's a guy who refuses to play the role of provider for his woman. I talked about it in a video before. This pretty much destroys any points he thought he had on bringing back traditionally feminine women. Broski, you're not a traditionally masculine man. If she gotta go out in the world and work every day so she can bring home the bacon so old boy don't starve, then she's not gonna be submissive. This nigga is exactly the same as the extreme feminist. He want everything for the price of nothing. He's gonna undoubtedly die alone unless this is all just for content. In which, he's still a bitch ass nigga. Cause this is ass content. It's negative as fuck and you don't make any money from TikTok anyway. But then, I saw this.
See, this is why y'all can't be trusted. I know what y'all are, you little freaks.
Hey, yo, no funny shit. The way this shit made me laugh. The way this shit made me laugh, yo. Somebody in the comments said, yo, his scroll game is crazy. This shit had me cackling. But I stand behind it. I stand behind it. Because at the end of the day, I said what I said. I said what I said.
If you could just ignore him laughing like the Pillsbury Doughboy, I would like to introduce to you Nari the Barbie. The post he stitched was apparently her response to a comment he made on one of her earlier posts. His comment reads, shout out white toes.
See, this is why y'all can't be trusted. I know what y'all are, you little freaks. You little freaky freaks. I posted my toes once and y'all started crashing out, tweaking for some toes. So, y'all can't be trusted.
And this is the comment he was referring to in his video. His scroll back game different, he a freak for sure. So he must have searched thoroughly through her content to find her toes, because I couldn't find them. Either that or he's been subscribed to her content for a hot minute. So basically he's a fan. Okay, so what? Nothing wrong with that. My man's like toes. What's the big deal? Well, this is Nari the Barbie. Muscle mommy. He got a fetish for getting put in full Nelsons. He trying to get his back broken like Bane did Batman that time. So what's all this crap about traditionally feminine women? This woman can probably put a bear in a headlock. Tapping out bears is not traditionally feminine. So yeah, Daddy Otis is a strange fella. He seemingly chews black manosphere talking points to make his chat room lives on TikTok. And most of his posts seem to be him reposting extreme left women for his community to roast in the comments. So I keep scrolling, and lo and behold, he's another no-wig warrior.
Yo, I'ma keep this real short and sweet. This is self-hate. A lot of black women hate themselves. That's why they do this. Fight me in the comments.
You see what I mean? Honestly, I think this dude is just trolling for engagement. But isn't it weird how these extremely obsessive people always fetishize about the very thing they're obsessing over? This is a genuine theory I have, okay? So hear me out. I know I'm not the only one who thinks this. You ever been watching like a murder documentary and notice how obsessive the chicks are who studies the minds of serial killers? You can't convince me they don't fantasize getting murdered. Or the black chicks who obsess over blackness and anti-white activism almost always end up married to white men. That's what this is. This guy is obsessed with ghetto and or aggressive women, yet low-key, he wants a muscle mommy to put him in the figure 4 leg lock while he sniffs her feet. Now imagine the world we'd live in if people could just be real with themselves. So I was going to end the video there, but then I had to go and click on TikTok. Man, look at this. Life is dead ass a parody right now. I'm single and interested in finding love. I'm 32 years old, apartment renter, business owner, no car, high school diploma, and some college. I'm looking for females that are single, real hair, there we go with that again, no kids, make a minimum of 100 bands annually, must be in shape, must own a house and luxury car, must weigh under 160 pounds. Firstly, I want to say shout out to this guy for sacrificing himself for what has to be satire. Boy, hell no. This is why people think I'm an asshole. Cause why I gotta be the one to get on the internet and tell you you ugly? You so ugly your hairline running from your damn face, boy. Old dirty bastard. Your beard is made of pubic hairs, nigga. You 7 months pregnant with some Taco Bell. Broke ass. Dollar store ass frames on your face. Was the savings worth not being able to see? Was the McDonald's worth not being able to see your dick? And why your knees so little? Legs built like bendy straws. Then have the nerve to be eating in the picture. You ate enough. Put it down. I ain't never seen a nigga this dusty post a pic talking about he looking for love. Nigga, you looking for sympathy. And you gonna find trolling. Take this shit down. Anyway, this damn soul is not the host. It's just a post that the host is sharing to talk about double standards or whatever. And I say to any other niggas crying about double standards, just get a sex change. Since being a man is so difficult for you, seriously, the double standard talk is getting old. We will never be held to the same standard ever. You look at what men want from women, then you look at what women want from men, they're completely different. So why the fuck will we be held to the same standard? Niggas want to be bitches so bad. These dudes seriously need therapy. The roles can't be reversed because the roles were built from our biology. Men provide protection because we're bigger and stronger and have more intimidating presence. And we've historically been providers because we can do more work. Again, we're bigger and stronger and we don't have periods or get pregnant. Psychologically, women were more wired towards the homemaking, caretaking type stuff, so they did that. In modern day, everybody gotta work, so we just add that in the mix. Is that so difficult? Most people will instinctively follow these roles to a certain degree, especially when kids are involved. But men ain't trying to be men, but have the nerve to complain that women ain't being women. Yeah, because they gotta be men now. But yeah, I'ma end it here. And fellas, stop hating on black women for being products of the environment that we as men help create. But that's it. Peace.